Bonsai is just a style, it doesn't have to be a specific tree. He has bonsai to points.
Sounds like you've been told that many times.
We have a bonsai point, we have a poinsettia that's been bonsai.
Yeah.
It's Thursday, March 19th at 6:05 PM. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And if you guys would, all just remember, try and talk into the mics because Phyllis has a hard time hearing us when she's doing the minutes. So, okay. Phyllis, roll call, please.
Mr. Biller.
Here.
Ms. Dempsey.
Here.
Ms. Duda. Excuse the absence.
Yes.
Ms. Gettert.
Here.
Mr. Karas.
Here.
And Mr. Matthews in the place of Ms. Duda.
Here.
Chris and Clara. Okay, we got it.
Okay. Adoption of the agenda. Does anybody have anything to add or delete from the agenda? I know Clara said you had something.
If we could add crystal diamonds,
So that would be item 8H.
and then the only other thing is that
I don't have any more room, so we can't add anything.
well, this is just the Washington agreement. I did not have it closed, but I did post for a closed meeting.
Right, a closed session, if we, So do that.
9C, or is that 9A?
9A for the closed meeting for the Washington agreement.
yeah.
I'd like to make an addition or correction. It's under community comments, number 7.
We haven't got there yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, pardon me. All right.
Keep that in mind. So anything on the agenda itself? No? Okay. Make a motion to adopt the agenda as amended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Consent agenda. Minutes and accounts payable. Issues, changes, corrections. Tom, you had one?
Yeah, and at the last meeting, I questioned if we could visit the stay open time, if you will, of the Washington Center, how long it stays open. But I didn't say it must stay open. It says I suggested. Actually, what I suggested, I went back and listened to my comments, and that we evaluate, that's all. And I did have a conversation with Becky, I understand, a little more than I did before I made the comments, but I still stand that what we should do and communicate to the citizens is that we have an opportunity for any specialty groups to request an hour here or there.
Yes. Yep.
That was the,
Okay.
that
So
way.
that, is there a change to the previous minutes?
Well,
Was to evaluate the time rather than suggesting stay
Correct.
open?
thank you. That's
So that would be the proposed edit to the minutes in 7, in 7?
5A.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Dan. In other words, to
No,
evaluate.
Seven. Seven.
Oh, we're-
7,
oh, yeah.
second
Yeah.
sentence of
Yeah,
7.
thank you, Dan. That sums it up. Thank you.
All right.
So,
My copy says he also suggested that.
That it be
Washington-
studied, I guess, that the time.
Evaluated.
That the time be studied or evaluated.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's what I was after, but I didn't mean to split hairs, but that's what was my intent. I wasn't trying to be mandating that we must. I just wanted to revisit it because, as I said, it was open till 4 o'clock before COVID, as my understanding, so. But I have a greater understanding talking to Becky that sometimes it's not necessary. That's fine, but sometimes it may be.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem. Anybody else?
Okay.
Want to do a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda, the minutes, with the edit to 7 under community comments.
What about the payroll? Or I mean the accounts payable.
Oh, and to also approve the accounts payable for Parks and Rec and Star Transportation from January 31st to February 13th.
Okay. And
And the treasurer's
the
report.
treasurer's report.
And the treasurer's report.
There you go. Got them all, get them all. Roll call, please.
Was there
Second.
We need a second.
Somebody second?
I'll second.
Yeah, I thought.
I didn't hear it.
Oh.
Did somebody?
John.
John did.
Okay, John, sorry about that.
No problem.
Mr. Karas,
Yes.
Ms. Getter,
Yes.
Mr. Deutsch,
Yes.
Ms. Dembski,
Yes.
Mr. Matthews.
Yes.
Okay, moving on, number 6, legal counsel. Do you have anything
No, nothing at this point in the
at this
meeting.
point? Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Community comments? Nobody out there. Director's report. Hawk Acres resolution. I know you guys, we had the presentation last meeting. They went through everything. Clara, myself, and Kim, and a couple of the Washington Township people with Sam sat down and went through the whole proposal again, and put together a resolution. And does anybody have any questions, comments about that?
I have comments.
Okay.
I think we've all heard in real estate that most important thing, location, location, location. But there's more to it here. There's 2 others. Time, 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 cost, cost, cost. Let me start with the first one. When I look at the population density in that area, I see a very small amount of population density compared to the other portions of the tri-community area. And I question whether this is the right time to produce this facility, because you can do it one of 3 ways. Before the population arrives, while the population is arriving, or after the population arrives. So there's no use having your car sitting in the driveway running if if you haven't prepared yourself to get in the car and go. See? So I'm just asking that question because I think it's a significant expense. When we look at the $1.5 million total, that's our 900,000. That's only phase 1. And there's a lot of stuff in phase 2. Not only to mention, your comment last meeting was very well taken. I appreciate that. And you talked about the M word, and that's maintenance. Now, do we have, let me ask you, Claire, you're the most senior expert here. Do we have anything in our repertoire that's equivalent to what's called asset management software, where you populate a number of spreadsheets to come up with a total cost in day 1 and going out ad infinitum? Do you see what I'm saying? Or do you use the budget for that purpose?
Well, we use the budget and then financial reports, but we are in the process of upgrading our accounting software that will have the capabilities of doing that. And then also, if we remember, Donna Folan is here.
Thank God.
And she, perfect timing. She is actually in the process of putting together that, so we have it, if we spend this 900,000, how things are going to move as we go forward.
That's right, okay.
So-
So at any moment, somebody could ask that question, and you could look into that tool and say, this is where we're at.
We also, at the meeting we had with the, what is she, planner?
Yeah.
Kayla, yeah.
Kayla, she had gone through all of this and given, and projected
Yeah.
cost estimates for various things, and we were making sure that fit into our budget
Okay.
for the first phase, at least anyway.
Yeah, because I talked to her yesterday, and I got a clarification that 1.5, our 900 and Praviti's 100 in the grant only cover phase 1.
Yep.
And there's a lot of stuff in phase 2, a lot of expensive stuff.
Well-
So I just
Well,
don't
more
want to,
than phase 2.
pardon me?
I mean, the plan would be more than 2 phases. two, just because of, I mean, there's no set amount of
Yeah.
phases. It could be 9.
They haven't
You know.
already, they haven't drawn out, other than phase 1, there will be subsequent phases, but there could be 10. You
Right,
know.
but she listed them here under future
Well,
development.
you have, for the grant purposes, you have to list out what your
okay,
intent,
all right.
what your intent is.
Okay.
Just like if you look at, for the grant purposes, there's, in the resolution, there's $500,000 in matching funds listed.
Okay,
That's the most you could put in there on the grant application.
Okay, all right.
But it doesn't mean that the project has to cost that, or that's a cap.
all right. I'm just looking forward with how
Yes.
much it could cost us.
And you know, I had, as you mentioned, a lot of those same concerns. And when we had the meeting, we talked about timing. And again, to your point, as far as when do you develop this, you know? We can't change the location.
No, no,
You
no.
know,
Oh, it's a great location.
right, you can't, and there is growth in that area, and continued and planned growth in that area. And it's not really that far from, it's close enough to Bruce Township residents.
Yeah.
Close enough, you know.
You're right. But Bob, you also have Gilcher there. So I would think that going forward, how we spend our money should be harmonious between those two sites. They're very close to each other, so I don't think
But
we
they're,
should
but they're
duplicate.
kind of a different, focus.
Different
Okay.
kind of park. Different kind.
Yeah, different kind of park. The plan or the proposals at this point for Hawk Acres is going to be some build more things that are in buildings, gym space, indoor pickleball.
Yeah.
Hiking, you know, trails. The green space, the wetlands in between that you really can't do anything with.
Yeah, that 10 or so acres at the back.
And then there's 10 acres at the back
Yeah, okay.
that, you know, there's no decision on, and actually that 10 acres at the back is not part of this initial
Yeah, okay.
plan,
All right.
because you can't include it and then do something different with it
Yeah, after the
if
fact.
something dictates later on that you need to change your plan.
that's fine. Okay.
So they didn't want to throw that into the plan at this point,
Okay.
and kind of stick us.
But now, what about the maintenance part? I can see all of, everything you're saying, it sounds logical. What about that? Because you brought that up.
The maintenance, again, initially, it's not going to be very much, phase 1. You're going to have a playground, you're going to have some mowing, and, you know, some other things. And Washington Township, Sam committed to utilizing some of their resources
Okay, all right.
to take care of, like, mowing that back 10 acres. They can, you know, they've got equipment, their DPW can do a lot of that kind of work, not, you know, so we're not using a landscaper for it.
Okay, that's a big help. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, depending on the use in the buildings, and, you know, you're right, they will take, they're basically shells. So in order to get them to the point where they're able to be utilized for things that we as Parks and Rec
Yeah,
want to
okay.
do, well, you know, so that's going to be down the road
Yeah.
a ways. And I had the concerns about, you know, the money as well.
Yeah.
And again, I'm pretty sure that we can handle the maintenance that there will be in phase 1. None of this will happen if we don't get the grant.
That's what I heard. That's
So
what
it
she
all-
told me.
Yeah, so there's no, and then once you get the grant, yeah, we're committing to put in our portion, but that's a whole nother, that starts a whole nother process. So we're looking a year or so down the road.
Before, yes, I thought I saw something about 2027.
Well, before the grant would even be approved, they don't, it wouldn't, we won't know whether we get it or not until probably spring of next year.
Okay, all right, thank you, Bob. Okay, thank you all, I appreciate that, that cleared the air.
Does it-
Yeah.
I have a
that's
few
good.
more questions, but should I
Sure.
wait to
So
the end?
Kayla, she had a,
Emergency.
something happened, yeah, emergency. So she is not here, but between Bob and myself, we sat at all of the Hawks meetings, so I
Okay.
might be able to help you.
Okay. So you went to this resolution meeting. So
Yes.
what's changed from when she presented originally? Anything or just?
No,
Okay.
nothing really has changed. I mean, the whole idea was that she came last month to bring everybody into the idea and to answer any questions, but no, it would still be, you know, it's the Land, Water, and Conservation Fund.
Okay.
We would be committing to the 900,000, Washington, the 100,000. But they,
Microphone.
oh, but they purchased it, they did purchase it, and I think it was 1.3 million, but no, the concept is the same. I mean, for the base of it. And then if this grant comes through, we obviously will have input on anything that happens in the
Okay.
future,
So it kind of answers my second question is, so has it been finalized that this park will come under our responsibility, our authority? I mean, is this finalized that this park, this area is going to come under Parks and Rec? We are going to take this as part of our property?
So,
I mean, I know we can't take property, but it's
Yeah.
going to be a piece of property. Has this been finalized that we are going, this will come under
well, I
Parks and Rec?
think that the commitment tonight, if the resolution, if there is a commitment tonight, that would be,
Okay.
that would be the commitment. But, so just a little bit of history in the past, that this is the only way, because we are an operating millage, is if the township, as we found out from looking at trying to figure out how we could use a different building and what have you, but is that they acquire the property and then we develop it and maintain it,
Okay,
which is all of our parks.
okay,
So,
okay. So
And-
that is still the plan?
Yeah.
How we're moving
Yeah.
forward? Okay, great.
so, and there's, I mean, limited green space, well, not limited necessarily, but limited that we know of green space. So we, in my opinion, we want to grab it while we can.
For
you
sure,
know.
for sure.
It's just those big numbers, you know?
Right. And then a couple more questions. So if we get the grant, who's going to manage the grant? Who's going to be the,
Spalding and Decker.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Okay.
And that's part of the whole grant ask.
Right, okay. And then one other question. Has it been brought up about reaching out to local businesses?
Last
To
night-
partner and maybe get, okay,
So I did visit the Kiwanis this month to talk about Hawks Acres, Thornton, as well as like exercise pads, which we haven't went in great detail of it here, but because they were looking for a project. But yeah, we would definitely reach out, and they had discussed that last night too, is to see where or, you know, how something like that would work, so.
okay.
Okay, can I do one more thing, please?
Thank you.
Kayla asked me in an email if I would write a grant support letter, which I've done for Mr. Praviti before. I didn't give her a straight answer. I said I'll ponder it. I wanted to come before you and get your buy-in. I'm not doing anything without
The commission.
the support and approval of the commission. What say ye? What should I do?
Well, so last night that came up also, if the Washington Township Board should write a letter, but in this type of process, it's not necessary because we are the people involved.
Okay,
So the commitment is there.
okay. A part I forgot, she asked me as
As an individual?
no, as the chair of the Citizens Social Connection.
Oh.
She asked me under those
Yeah,
if I should do it, and I, time out, Kayla, I'll ponder it, and then, you know, I wanted to come and ask you this before I did any.
right. Well,
So what
it would be,
do you think?
You see any problems, Dan?
I don't see necessarily a problem. That is just an advisory committee, though. It's really more the resolution of this commission, which is
Yeah.
really what the grant is looking for.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily see a problem with that if it's consistent with the will of the commission as it relates to what they do on the resolution.
That's why I asked first and not later.
One, Clara, to the extent the commission adopts the proposed resolution, is there a requirement that the approved budget now would need to be amended to reflect that commitment?
Nothing has to be done, or like last night, it was talked about, after the resolution, it goes through the grant process, and then just if it's approved, then that's when
There would not
there's
have
a
to be a
second
budget amendment
chance.
until such time
Right.
as, because the grant's not certain. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And if we probably wouldn't find out in this
Till the fall.
budget
Yeah.
year,
Well, I don't
there's,
know. I'm
they
not
say
sure.
spring.
Next spring.
Yeah,
Oh,
next
my
spring.
God, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
not-
They said next.
Spring, yeah,
Yeah,
27,
yeah.
yeah. And then nothing would begin until,
Right.
fall or after that, so.
Any other comments?
I'm good. Thanks for the clarification.
Anybody else?
Just question, so it's 900,000 or, but it says 500,000?
Yeah, that is the max you could put on there.
Gotcha.
Is the 500,000.
Okay.
To get the
Right.
One more
500,000
thing.
from the grant.
I looked at the survey they did in the lobby of Washington Township, and the top 5 items were walking and/or cross-country skiing paths, a dog park, butterfly pollinator garden, outdoor fire pits, and playground equipment. I found that interesting.
Yeah.
And those are kind of all the things that are proposed
And,
in this, but
Yeah, but I mean,
not that they couldn't happen elsewhere.
but the surveys are important. They tell us what our citizens want, and
Right.
that's
Yeah.
good. So I
Well-
just thought I'd
yeah, the walking paths and playgrounds are always
always
way
the
up there.
high tickets, yeah. that's
Dog
good.
park
That makes
has
sense.
been talked
yeah.
about for years.
Sure, yeah.
The gardens and, I mean, those are new and something that we don't have. And
Yeah.
I love that concept, though, that we don't have it.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think you can do in the wetlands area.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know, it's very it's very natural.
Yeah, and you think about it, our community has a sense of enjoyment people want for its rural or semi-rural nature. So that fits. I
Yeah.
mean, You're exactly right.
And open space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're in a tenement city in Philadelphia, no offense to Philadelphia. You
Yeah.
understand, I mean, the scenarios are different.
Oh, like Philadelphia, that's okay.
Yeah.
You can offend them. I'm sure they're not watching.
I don't know.
Somebody watching
There
might
aren't
be
even
from
people in
Philadelphia.
Bruce Township watching. So,
Oh, we got to have a sense of humor.
yeah.
All right, thank you all very much.
All right, so,
So do we have to vote today?
He has
yes,
to make a motion to
Okay.
adopt the resolution.
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution as presented in your packet.
And I'll second it.
And we need a roll call.
Mr. Bill,
Yes.
Ms. Dembski,
Yes.
Mr. Matthews,
Yes?
Ms. Getter,
Yes.
Mr. Carey.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, that's good.
B.
I'm going to go walk my dog.
So inside the packet is the 26-27 calendar for you to look at the dates. And then we will be moving back to Washington Township for the next fiscal year. So I'm reminding everybody right now in April. And I will.
As I say, remind us again in April.
I know.
Like the day before the meeting?
I know. I know. So, yeah, that's just what's in there. We didn't run into any holidays that.
And the question was put before me whether WBRW will be instituting any charge for filming in Washington Township. And no, they are not going to unless when we renegotiate the contract with Washington, if they force us to.
Okay.
Otherwise, we will not.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, and I did thank you for that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay,
Just want to.
accounting software.
So we had talked about this in the past, that our accounting software is going into retirement and honestly doesn't have the capacity to do a lot of the items that we need done. So Berna had put together, well, one thing that we really looked at was BS&A because both Bruce Township and Washington Township have it. So logically, it would make sense that we would have something because they have come into Parks and Recreation and helped us fulfill spots or when we had different things happen. So we looked at that, but we did look at Tyler Technologies as well as, that's what I was just looking for, right before leaving, she received a third and gave it to me, sorry.
Is the third one the Tyler Technologies one, or is it?
No,
oh,
that we've had, but it was just,
The park.
oh, I'm sorry, what's that? New accounting. So she received a call back from Sage, and it's $20,000 annually, and then a one-time $20,000 implementation fee. So she had been working with Plant and Moran to try to get different ones. I mean, you know, we could do something very simple, but because we're government,
Right.
because, yeah, so we need to do-
Governmental accounting is
Yeah.
totally different than
Yeah.
corporate accounting when it comes to what you need to track and how you need to track it.
So, and I know that we've had some conversation, so Washington Township is, they are BS&A, and so is Bruce. Washington right now is going into the cloud-based BS&A. That's what we would be doing.
Okay.
And Bruce is having discussions right now.
Well, we'll
what-
have
what
to because
direction.
the .NET BSNA is
Going
no
away.
longer going to be supported probably within the next 2 years.
Yeah,
It's a
So,
security risk.
yeah.
That's why they're going to the cloud.
Oh, okay.
It's security. There's more security if you use the system in the cloud than you do, yeah.
yeah,
So we would like to use BSNA. The biggest difference is that, you know, we're really small with what we need at Parks and Rec compared to the townships and the monies that are paid there. Berna did say that it's $8,000 for the BSNA every year for the upkeep after the original cost summary, $8,000. Data conversion.
So on page 4, it says, cloud new purchase annual fee is $8,040.
Yeah. The one item that she had said, though, with the BSNA is that she didn't have STAR, because STAR does the accounts payable. So they use the system tandem with us. They do that now too, and they do that here too, but I don't know if the cost would, well, we know it will go up a little bit, but it's not gonna go up much, just from, or if at all. Because like I said, we use it in tandem, so.
right.
So to clarify, so if you go with BS&A, you're at $22,000 proposed. Is that
Yes.
correct? And then if you go with the other company, which is Tyler, it's 14? Is that correct?
Tyler has the,
So they have the one-time fee of just under 15,000 and then the recurring fee of 10,000.
yeah, for
So-
Tyler. 14.5 or 14.69. And then let me just go to BSNA really quick, because Berna would have been, she just could not come tonight.
So it looks like that 22,000 for
Is the total.
BSNA is the total,
Yeah.
including 1 year of the 8,000.
Right.
So if you take 8,000 off, it would be like, it would be less.
Right.
Right.
It just doesn't look like it because of the way it's
Yeah.
put it together.
How they put it on there.
Because the 1 year on this one would be, the first year would be 24,000.
Right. Yeah, please do.
I don't, because we don't have the web-based BSNA yet, but I know the BSNA that we do have is good. I know their service is excellent. Their training is available and usually always pretty good, too. That's my input to it. And I'm sure the other companies might be just as good, but I just don't have personal experience with them.
And you're not currently using either one of these companies?
No.
Correct.
We use what's called general fund.
Did they come in and do a demonstration with Berna so she could look at the?
She has been meeting, she met with Tyler and with BSNA.
Did she make a recommendation of which one she prefers?
BSNA,
Okay.
so, yeah. And they looked at, all of them will probably work with our new registration program, but for sure these ones do, so.
So my suggestion would be is to go with what the accounting team is comfortable with and wants. And it makes sense if the townships are already using that type of system, even though we're smaller entity, it would be nice to have everything done on the same.
Yeah.
So that would be my suggestion.
You want to put that in a motion there?
I do. How about that?
How about that?
So I would like to make a motion that Parks and Recs moves forward with purchasing the BSA software for their accounting necessary needs to the tune of a total of $22,740, which would include the annual fee, the 1-year annual fee, and then breaking up to the database software, set up the management planning, as well as the implementation and the training.
I'll second.
Roll call, please, Phyllis?
Ms. Densky?
Yes.
Ms. Getter?
Yes.
Mr. Billick?
Yes.
Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
Mr. Kerr?
Yes.
Pavilion stuff.
So the Gilcher Pavilion is almost completed, and we are prepping for adding new ADA picnic tables to both this pavilion as well as Bruce Township's pavilion. Those are our two that we actually make reservations for. So we're looking at adding 12 of the ADA tables to Gilcher and 8 to this pavilion here. So we just did 3 quotes, and we would like to purchase. We've purchased from all 3 of these, but Webstront store is the least expensive. The park catalog is where we normally order all of our benches and that from, so. I guess what I would be doing is asking, I don't know, it's a toss-up, because I'm so used to the park catalog, but I see how much money we would save with the Webstront store, and the quality is the same, so I would like to recommend that we, if the commission approves, that we buy the tables from the Webstront store.
Is the material the same?
Yeah.
Same exact item?
Mhm. Lynn researched all of them, and
And you're looking to purchase 12 of them?
12 for Gilcher and then 8 for Bruce Township. So altogether, it will be 9 and 6, 15,000.
I'd like to make a motion that Parks and Rec purchases, how many again?
20.
20 benches,
Nope. Picnic
no,
tables.
sorry, picnic tables.
ADA picnic tables.
ADA picnic tables, sorry about that. For our restaurant store. Good.
Can I ask for a modification of that?
Sure.
You may recollect at the last meeting, I made mention of, I don't know if you were here, adding some amenities to the now vacant for 20 years Aikman Park. To the tune of some park benches, some garbage cans, maybe now a volleyball net, and an outhouse. Something modest that we can enhance, since that's on the Macomb Trail, and it might be a good peace offering to that other matter, if you know what I mean. I think at some point, I think that would be a good idea, and it can be done at a modest fee to enhance that park, because they're already there. A parking lot for people on the trail that park there, so this would just be a nice way to spend a few summer hours.
So Tom, we do have, we have some nice wood picnic tables here, and we have talked about adding some additional, because of your idea, at that area.
Oh, so take them and.
So
Yeah.
it wouldn't
We'll move them.
necessarily have to be out of this motion.
Okay,
or
but
we have a maintenance that,
But at least it stimulated the conversation to
Yeah.
this point, so
It
that's
did.
not all bad.
yeah, so we can,
That's great, thank you all.
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. So I'll finish my motion.
Sorry, thank you.
So my motion is, again, that Parks and Rec move forward with purchasing the ADA picnic tables, 20?
20.
20 of them from Webster Restaurant Store,
15,000.
15,000, with a cap of, say, 16,000?
Yeah, probably good.
Yeah, not to exceed.
Not to exceed 16,000?
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Deskey?
Yes.
Ms. Getter?
Yes.
Mr. Phillip?
Yes.
Mr. Matthews?
Yes,
Mr. Carey?
Yes.
So then 8E is our 2025-26 adjustments and amendments for Parks and Recreation and Star, which within the packet, you did receive paperwork on those. However, I did.
Did we skip the rental agreement there?
Oh, we did, oh, I'm sorry. I went past the picnic table.
Every once in a while, I'm on top of
So at the very back
things, you
of
know.
the picnic table, I forgot about that, sorry about that. So, we are, because of the new pavilion at Gilcher, we did come up with a rental agreement, based it off of, help me, where you ride your horse?
Oh,
Rotary.
yeah, Camp Rotary,
Camp
yeah,
Rotary.
which is here on Killington Metro Parks.
Yes. We did this, and we added a fee for both Gilcher and Bruce. If you wanted to use it or to reserve it, we would be just reserving it 1 per day. So if someone could be there for 4 hours, or they could be there for 8 hours, depending on how their party is. The reason for this is to, well, it will help offset the maintenance, but it also kind of
Locks them in a little bit.
helps keep, I'm sorry, what's that?
Kinda locks them
Yeah,
in.
locks them in, and then it also helps us, I don't know, I think if you pay a little bit, you are more caring of what you're using. Not that, but we could also look at, if we weren't going to do the charge, we could do some type of payment so that they
A security
a
deposit.
security deposit, so that we could have the same type of, but I don't necessarily know that it's a bad thing. I mean, it will help us,
Aren't they fairly close?
yeah.
So this is a brand-new thing. We've never done this before.
No, I mean, we have made reservations before, but Bruce Townships, which is 20 by 40, and it's a nice size, but it was the only one that we had. So we just see that we're kind of moving into this area, and at some point, as we've talked about, we're going to have to add some additional staff and kind of keep up with these.
If, when we,
Sorry.
oh, did I?
No, go ahead, I'll ask my
Oh,
question after.
When,
'cause you'll
when
probably
we
answer.
do the weekend rentals at the senior center and things like that, we charge for that, don't we?
We do, because just
'Cause
like
there's
this,
staff
we have
involved.
to, yeah, we have to
Right.
do more staff than just
Right.
regular, garbage pickup or
Right.
whatever at a park. You would have,
And I mean, I guess to justify this in my mind, I mean, there usually is, I know I've seen the pavilion here after they've used it on a weekend, and although everybody seems to be very diligent, there is a lot of extra trash.
Yeah.
To be
There's
moved,
more,
picked up, things like that, so, yeah, I mean.
spraying off the
I-
area.
Yeah, I don't think it's a
I don't think
bad
it's a-
idea.
Yeah, I don't
or
think it's an
unreasonable.
unreasonable.
No, this is very inexpensive for
Oh, yeah.
doing something like this, but it's a start and it's a good kind of help as we move forward.
Have you had an agreement before?
We have a, we fill out and we make reservations for it so that two parties don't come up at the
This
same time.
is your format that you were using in the past, or is this a new format?
I mean, the same concept without the money.
So I would like Dan to make some suggestions, because I have a few suggestions.
Well, I would just said a couple comments first. There's one glitter, the fourth bullet is,
Yeah,
there's supposed to be an L there.
Yeah.
And I also wonder if there's a timing that should be required to reserve this, whether it's 48 hours, whether it's a week, whatever is appropriate for you from a management standpoint, to be able to, best allocate your resources and know that it's going to be reserved. It seems like you don't want it at the last minute, probably.
Right.
And so there probably should be some notice provision or some type of timeline that they have to require prior to being able to reserve it. There's a reference to insurance, which seems to be like optional. I don't know whether there's an identification language which is appropriate, but there's a reference that, and, it's kind of reads, if you have insurance, you're going to name Parks and Rec as an additional insured. I asked the question whether they should be required to have a minimal insurance threshold naming Parks and Rec as an additional insured, as opposed to it appearing to be optional. And those are my comments right now.
Well, both is what I was kind of leaning towards. So the time limit, are we talking time limit on how long they can rent?
It's for the day, is the way I heard it.
The park,
Okay.
yeah, the park closes at dusk, so.
Okay.
the
So they can come
pavilion-
in at 8 o'clock in the morning and keep it all day long?
Well, from 9 AM until dusk.
Correct, okay. And you're comfortable with staffing someone to?
So we do not staff.
Okay,
That's why, and as far as insurance, we've never asked, even when we're renting out the community center. So Lynn must have just added that. I mean, maybe I should,
and then my other thought is maybe we should ask for a deposit. Because if something does get damaged,
right.
Right.
then we do have that security deposit that we don't have to go back to the party and say, this was damaged while you were here, we already have
You have
this.
it.
Right, exactly.
So do you think it's normal to ask for insurance?
Depends on what's being done.
Right.
So to the extent, sometimes if there's, I mean, I saw a reference about, I thought I saw a reference to canopies, tents. I mean, would somebody be expected or potentially bringing some type of inflatable things for children? Sometimes in that scenario, insurance should be required because it's heightened risk. Whereas a picnic probably is a less intensive risk, and maybe that's a threshold issue as to what they're going to be utilizing the space for. One other item, just thinking about it, is whether it's strictly on a first-come, first-served basis, or if somebody should have a maximum over the course of a summer, or somebody's using it every weekend. It seems like that would not be a good idea.
Right.
But, you know, whether there's a right number, it's something that should be given some thought to.
But would that require like a do and don't list posted somewhere or on some paper?
Well, right now, it's on this proposed.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
It's on the agreement.
They have to sign that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay. So it's all there in black and white then, essentially? Okay.
You've
Well,
also
it will
got
be.
full payment is due upon request of this permit. What, is it refundable? Like, say I asked 3 weeks in advance to reserve it,
Yeah,
and I give you the full thing, and then 2 weeks later I go, I don't want to
I
use it.
can't have it, yeah, we would
We
refund it.
refund everything?
But that, you know, if it's canceled a certain period of time before,
That's
it
where I
makes
was going.
sense. But if
Right.
it's,
Not.
maybe it has to be canceled a week before. I don't know what the right number is.
Yeah,
That's
there's-
what I
But you
was
might want to
getting
give some
to, is
thought to.
Yeah.
At some point, it's going to jeopardize the utilization of the facility if it's
Right.
at the last hour canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with the, you know, limited times that you can utilize it, because, you know, we have some situations where people want to book everything every Saturday or something. and,
Yeah,
You know, that's
Right.
not fair. It is for the public to use. And that's the other thing, I was thinking, maybe we should put a not all day thing, because it should be available to other people too, if they're utilizing the park,
right.
you know.
So, yeah, no, that's good. We just wouldn't book 2 parties in one day.
Right.
Only because we don't have the staff necessarily and to go out. clean
But I
the-
was thinking, could we say you're either going to book it for a block of 4 hours,
Right.
either in the morning or in the afternoon?
Yeah.
You know, just so that there is time for other people, you know, to utilize it. And I know this might seem like a lot, but I kind of see the handwriting on the
Yeah,
wall.
no, me too.
Yeah.
The, one thing that we will do, and I think that we have to change maybe the 9 AM, because we have, when soccer is there too, and that is most
Right.
prevalent in the morning, so we can make that time around that, and maybe just put a 6-hour max or something like that.
Or maybe like 4 to 9 PM, you can rent it, but not during the day. I mean, would something like that be?
Yeah,
Through the chair, you
Appropriate.
might also want to note that, you know, it's not reserving the park, it's just for reserving the
Oh, yeah.
pavilion.
Yeah,
And make
definitely.
clear that
Yeah.
that it does not give
I thought
exclusivity
she
to.
wrote that, but maybe not. Right, and then, because we have already, you know, people asking if, and they do this elsewhere, not here necessarily, but Washington Township Lions, when we used to do that pavilion, but now the Lions do it, they will ask for the softball field. They reserve them separately, which is fine, because they reserve through us anyways, so.
So what time did you say? You said,
I just said like 4 to 9 PM. I just threw out a random 4 to 9
Yeah.
PM to have it be open for during the day for soccer.
Yeah,
Where it
if
wouldn't,
there's soccer game.
where it wouldn't conflict if there's soccer, where if people are just out and about and at the park.
Right,
But I would like to change that though, because I have a suggestion on that. But what if you're having a young family who wants to have a birthday party?
Right.
They're
Yeah.
not gonna start at 4 o'clock. They
Yeah,
might want
true.
to have an afternoon pizza
And
party or
I don't think
something
we
to
have to
that.
wait till 4.
Right,
but between-
exactly.
But maybe,
Maybe like noon, like,
I think
that
it's going
not
to go
conflict
off of
with-
kind of our calendar as
with
we
the soccer?
see, like Lynn would know as she reserves.
Right.
Soccer's heavy at this
Right.
time, so you couldn't have a party until 12 noon.
Sure.
okay, that makes
So-
sense.
Yeah, because there's like no parking.
Yeah.
Well, and then know that these pavilions are here too, so people can just come use them, and they do, and they have lunch or
Right.
what have you. But if you're having a party,
Right.
that's where you need a permit.
Would that be, excuse me, but through the chair, would the website provide that information, or is that something that you're studying maybe so that somebody would be able to see on a particular park that this pavilion is reserved on this date? Is something maybe to consider in the future?
Yes, well, we have a program called See My Legacy that we're going to be inputting. We're just waiting till we get our registration, and that will help in these type of reservations.
So there'd be a calendar
Yeah.
that somebody would
So you
view?
can look at it. You won't be able to necessarily reserve it. You would have to call it
But you
reserve.
could see that it's
Yeah.
reserved?
Yeah. So then, maybe, however this is going to work out, the concept, but then maybe we should rewrite this, send it to you, see your thoughts on it, if there are any.
You've
I
heard of
mean-
some of my thoughts. I mean,
Yeah.
I think maybe you might have more thoughts now.
Yeah, oh,
And
yeah.
maybe it should be refined and brought back for your
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
next meeting.
May I
Yeah,
make a
well,
suggestion?
Yeah,
I suggested indicating on the form a start and stop time. Like, what is that for, however you like to want it.
Right, yeah.
And then you could see if it fits with what else is going on.
right, okay.
I'm sorry to ask you this, Donna, you're gonna have to go to the microphone.
Oh,
and you-
sorry, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
When I go back and listen to the tape, I can't hear anything that's said out here.
All right.
Do you want me to repeat that? So Donna had
I
asked.
got it already.
Okay. Start and stop.
All right,
That's good,
all
yeah.
right, now we can move on.
Okay.
We'll get you a Mr. Microphone.
So.
Parks and
we-
Rec budget amendments.
Parks and
So in
Rec.
Washington, we have a handheld mic. So, for the audience members.
That's what I was kidding about.
So within the packet, the amendments have been updated. As you know, we're behind this year getting our financials, but this is being worked on and we should be set for next year. Plus, I needed to add, so I think everybody in front of you has the new copies. For Parks and Recreation, we had a numerical error, which I believe I had talked to you about earlier this year. All of these, pretty much, we have talked about, or you've already approved
Right,
earlier this year, but these are just more for audit. So the numerical error was fixed, 0 was left off. Under general operating, this includes our new registration program, our new payroll company and HR company that were put into place after the budget. The facility, I'm sorry, and that was for 70,000. Our facility maintenance expenses were under budget, and we added, or the commission approved the resurface of the Washington and Gilcher paths. And then the community center expense, the under budget, and increased repairs and replace and use.
yeah, I think that was, a lot of that was the roof and stuff
Yeah.
like that, so.
And the amount of use that we've had to add more staff, so it was a
Right.
lot of additional hours for that. So then when you look further down on the page, the additional Thorington Park. So I didn't have any funds budgeted for the Thorington Park, which we had talked about in the
Further down on
past.
my page.
What's that? Oh, right here, on the,
Oh, is this-
On the new,
Pass out.
Oh,
You're talking about the
You're
pass
looking
out.
at the wrong one.
oh,
remember we're sharing. Oh, right.
Okay, got it.
So Thornton Park is there was a survey and topographical survey completed. The schoolhouse has lead abatement that the school is waiting on because they are the ones that are gonna go and they will be renovating it with the kids from the school. But we can't have them do that until this is completed. And then DTE, we need electric out there for the same reason. So in this upcoming budget, I do have funds set aside for this, but we were under the impression at first that there would not be, or the thought process was there was not going to be expenses for Thornton in this fiscal year asked from the commission. However, there are. The park's not going anywhere. We'll move forward with that as well, as slow, baby pace. But the schoolhouse itself, we will use when it is completed and the park is up and running. Same type of thing. We would unlock, have pictures, whatever ends up being their meetings. And then, but I do think it would be a good idea if we could pay them in this fiscal year through an amendment. Plus, it allows the school to jump on right now.
Right.
And start, they're ready. They're waiting.
well,
To do this.
before they can do anything though, how long is the lead abatement gonna take and when is that gonna be done?
Right, so the one said, once it started, it would be a week, which I thought was.
Oh.
Yeah, because I had asked him, I'm not sure, I was asking Craig, who's the director
Low
for the,
budget or-
but what they'll do is they'll remove, and they take it back to their shop or whatever, and they remove all of the stuff, I was reading about it, and all the trim and anything like that, but then they also will have to come there to do it. I don't know the specifics, but I just was reading the paperwork about what it entails.
Well, I mean,
And it
if it-
could entail additional funds too, I just want to put that out there.
I mean, a lot of this hinges on the school being able to have access to the building so that
Right.
they can do stuff. So, I mean, from that perspective, I think, I'm disappointed that we have to do this.
Right.
And we've been backed into a corner, and I don't like that. But it is what it is. And,
I do think from our meeting, when we met with Washington, that how Hawks was presented, that there's a plan and
right.
even though it's a lot of money, it's out there so that you know, and it's not just this bill's
Right.
here and this bill's here. So,
Well, and
and I should say Washington Township has paid for so that could be completed, the Spalding and Decker, because it's been out there since the end of January, kind of waiting for us.
So we're gonna reimburse them?
We reimburse, yeah, they'll
Okay.
put that on our invoice once I get approval, if we get
I
approval.
mean, I guess it's a moot point, but I thought that their building inspectors went out and looked at this building to say, yes, it's salvageable. They didn't realize that we needed this lead abatement.
I only bring you the paperwork.
All right.
Two different things though, right? The lead abatement and the topographical surveys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, they're different
And the
things, but I
DT,
mean,
yeah.
when they.
But yeah, I agree, yeah.
When they determined that this building was worth saving,
Right, yeah.
I think that this should have been taken into consideration, but
Yeah,
anyway.
but someday it will be
And we're
grand.
sitting at two different quotes for the removal of
Two
the
different
abatement.
quotes, so I wondered, my thought process is maybe,
Do we get to pick? I mean, are we,
I don't know that we want to pick.
okay.
I would think
Yeah.
that maybe
Yeah.
Craig, or Craig, sorry, Craig, if you're watching this. Or if we could take the most expensive one, and if we spend less,
Well, yeah, just say not to exceed. or
not up
something.
there, that would be even better.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Mr. Bryant about this? Did he have a preference of which company he thought would do a better?
He said each of them, they were both stand-up companies, came out, met him.
Okay.
He felt confident with, I mean, there could be additional prices when it comes to this abatement, if, depending on how thick it is inside the schoolhouse, I read. I'm sorry, but.
No, it's not your fault.
I know. I just wanted to let you know up front there, I mean, there could be, but with that said, I do have funds set aside in next year's budget for, because we will be working on the parking lot, and that is our biggest, to get that out there, and then
Well, and,
left over.
okay. I'll be quiet.
So do you want me to talk about Star?
Well, are they separate items on our,
Yeah,
let's,
Yes.
So do we need to do anything with these?
yeah, we need to.
we would need approval, like the auditors have us do a final approval at the end of the year, even though you've already
Okay.
done approvals for ours, the top ones, well, for all of the amendments, because the additional Thornton Park ones would be additional.
Would those be two separate motions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And are we looking to do these motions tonight, or are we looking to do these next month?
She needs them,
Yeah, I need them before the end of the fiscal year.
I'll make a motion to approve the budget amendments for administrative general facility and community center for $221,000.
I'll second.
Through the chair,
Yes.
is there also, I don't know if that addresses the topography survey and lead abatement, that looks like it's an additional.
That's gonna
It'll be a separate,
it'll be
a separate motion.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is just for the top, those
Okay.
top four.
because Pam doesn't want to be on the hook for the whole.
so we're talking about these four, right?
So the
Yeah.
additional Thornton Park is listed as $23,000. Does that include both of those bids, or does that
Nope,
minus
just, I
one?
included the $10,500
Okay.
one, so if you wanted to go higher than the 23,354, or not more than.
You gonna do a roll call, Phyllis?
Okay, wait a minute. Clarification. So we are making two separate motions on Parks and Rec,
Yes,
Yes.
one for the 221 and another one for the Thornton.
yes,
Remember?
yes.
Okay, so let me make that a note, please. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. Ms. Getter,
Yes.
Mr. Billick,
Yes.
Ms. Dembski,
Yes.
Mr. Matthews.
Yes.
Mr. Carey.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready, Michelle?
I am, but I'm kind of pissed about this, I'll be honest. I'll be frank.
Which part?
This
Okay, Frank.
abatement.
The
abatement.
second one.
Well, I shouldn't say, I'm gonna keep reading because I'm interested in this. Because one company says, if you read this, says he's gonna pick up all the components, have them removed, denailed, and then bring them back to our facilities and remove all layers of paint using a soda blast machine, okay? This will eliminate all the lead paint hazards, okay? Upon completion, he'll deliver the wood materials back to the site. And it says, this quote does not address any lead concern on the structure itself. That will be in another proposal after additional testing is performed. Okay? So that's a concern. If we're going with him, we're gonna whip out $8,500, but then how much more is he gonna charge us if they come back and they find more lead?
Well, I'm sure the walls, I'm sure anything
Yeah.
that's painted in there.
So then we need to look
Yeah.
at this GFL, and what does he say on here? Our scope of work includes regulating the work area, okay? The waste.
Is it all exterior?
No.
No, it's interior. Yeah.
Right, no, but that's what I'm asking, is the,
It's not clear.
it's not, to me,
Right,
it
and that's my
looks,
problem. It's not clear. Neither one of these are clear.
because they're talking about weather, they're talking about outside. To me, it reads that it's the outside part of the structure, that the inside of the structure would be different, something completely different. And maybe I'm reading it
I thought it
wrong.
was inside, but maybe because I was looking at what they were taking out
So
of there.
the wooden trim doors have been removed from the structure and staged at at our facilities for paint removal. The above price includes all labor, materials, okay.
So
last-
assuming the wainscoting and doors
It
would be
does say
inside?
that due to the uncertainty of the stability of paint as well as the number of layers present, remaining exposed columns may have some remaining evidence of paint or discoloration. I assume that's the building,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the fixture. Doesn't really say they're treating that at all.
Right, before we approve this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say no, because I think we need more of a clarification on what, is this just the parts that they can remove and take back to their facilities? Or is this, are they looking at everything in this structure? I think we need to have a conversation with Mr. Bryant, needs to come and clarify what this needs to be, what needs to be done.
Yeah, is it including all the interior walls,
including
assuming
everything?
those are all lead
So
paint as
my only
well?
concern is if you go with the first company, he's literally saying on here that any additional work is gonna be another proposal. Because on here, he states that they're gonna remove the components, they're gonna take them back, they're gonna derail them, and then they're gonna bring them back after all the paint has been removed. Okay, but then he literally says on here, this does not address any lead concerns on the structure itself. So I'm not sure what he
They're only
means.
doing the woodwork.
So,
That's right.
Ms. Shaw,
It sounds like the trim.
Wood that's been painted, the trim.
Right.
Yeah, I've had experience in this
It
area.
hasn't- I mean, at one time or another, hasn't the whole structure been painted?
Probably.
And they had to use lead paint, because that's all they had then.
That's what I'm thinking, is that
And
the entire
kids are gonna
interior.
be doing walls and stairs and everything, right?
Or did he talk to these companies and say that it's only these components that need to have this? I guess we
Yeah,
need more clarification.
Yeah.
Has he been in contact with them and he's telling us that these are the only parts that have
So
lead?
I've had experience with blasting very types. In a perfect world, no laugh, you would take this building and put it in a booth.
Right.
You would blast the entire building inside and out, blow it down, remove it from that contained area, and take it into the world and it's virgin and clean. That's not possible here. So I don't know what other, unless they
They
encapsulate.
tent them sometimes.
Yeah,
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 Yeah.
yeah.
That's the right way to do it.
But
Or-
that doesn't say that's what they're gonna do.
I know, but you're right, Michelle, in questioning that. I
Yeah.
agree with you. Because the disclaimers he lists down here tells you he's not gonna guarantee the work. See? So, or you can encapsulate it in some material, actually contain it.
And I understand that they want to move forward, all for it. I think it needs to be done, the
Yeah.
schools, the students are ready, all of that. But is there a possibility to get more clarification?
Yes.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
I would too. I mean, I do think we need to make sure that there's always going to be a question once they get in there. But I would like some clarification that they're going to go in and they're going to look at the whole structure and what is, because just taking the lead paint off of the trim work and leaving it on the walls doesn't do us any good. Unless you can somehow paint over that and.
That's what I mean by encapsulated.
Right, we don't want
But I don't know
the
what
students to be
modern
exposed.
materials are available to
Right,
do that.
right.
That would have to be researched.
Yep.
I'd make a suggestion, the maker of the motion table the motion for further information.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I make a motion.
Well, there
to
was
table.
no motion
Yeah, there was no
for that
motion
one.
Part two.
made, so.
Oh, that's right, because
Yeah.
it's part,
It's
I'm
separate.
sorry, so then the motion would be to table the item.
Well,
Yeah.
unless you want to address the other three components. I mean, there
Right.
is a survey,
Oh, yeah.
topographical survey, a
And the
DTE
DTE.
issue.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the topographical survey for Thornton Park and the underground services and line extensions for DTE. At this time, the lead paint abatement needs further clarification as to what we're going to get. So my motion would be for $12,854 for the Spalding and Decker and the DTE, and as soon as possible to get the information on the abatement of the lead paint and.
So, can I talk?
Wait, I need to second that.
Sorry.
I'll second it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Doesn't that have to be roll call?
Wait, that's
Oh, yeah, it's money. Roll call. Sorry.
Mr. Billick,
Yes.
Ms. Densky,
Yes.
Mr. Matthews,
Yes.
Ms. Getter,
Yes.
Mr. Karen.
Yes.
No, I would add that, I mean, I certainly would be willing to, if we can get something quickly, maybe if we could have a special meeting, because I really don't want to hold up the school
Yeah.
in this process, because I know, we're fast approaching their summer vacation, and,
I know. that's-
then what are you going to do?
Well, so as they have done with the topographical, if this is investigated, well, and Washington paid for it, and because they have 2 meetings instead of 1, and I bring it back, but I probably can't do it like that.
Yeah.
Well, if they're willing to pay for it, they could then ask us to
Right.
reimburse them,
them.
and we could make a decision.
Once there's more clarification.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, that would speed the process,
right, right.
but
Or,
I'm not trying to.
like Bob said, have a special meeting, and perhaps Mr. Bryant can come
Yep.
and present to him
He
what
would.
he needs to be done, or meet him out at the schoolhouse.
Yeah, I would actually like to,
Exactly, because
go
I
out
would like
there.
to see too, and
Okay.
perhaps suggest to meet him out at the schoolhouse, and he can walk around and explain to them explain to us what areas he is focusing on
Yeah.
and what he's aware of right now.
It would be, we should have a field trip to.
yeah, we need a field trip. Get a Star Bus.
Yeah. So,
I know at least Tom and I qualify for senior transport.
No, I think that's a good idea. Okay.
Oh, God.
All
This is
right.
great.
Wellington and,
I mean, I hate to be a stickler on this stuff, but
No.
this is a lot of money to, and a lot of unknown.
Is it gonna double or triple? Like, what does it
Yeah,
look like?
I really know nothing about it with the exception that, well, as you
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Nothing is, right?
No.
Okay, this is my
I
fault.
don't blame you
coming
for
up.
nothing.
Hold on.
So
The,
we still gotta do the start.
yeah.
Yep, now you gotta do Star Transportation.
Good news is you have Star Transportation in front of you. However, it's missing a page it's the revenue that I gave you and not the extra. So we're gonna do, I know the amendments for Star, does that make sense?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, because even on the items that you have right here, these numbers are from November. So Dory and I sat down with the numbers that Berna was able to get us between her and
Is that this page?
Dory. Well, should be one more page.
Oh, yeah, right here.
What does that say on it? Does it say,
Star Transportation, oh, this says no amendments needed for 25,
yeah,
26.
but those are the numbers we're working off of?
Yes.
Okay, so within the packet, there's the actual numbers
Right, that's what I was just-
for Star, and you can just ignore this if you want to, because I'll go through.
Okay.
I tried so hard for this meeting to be better than my normal.
You're doing fine.
Okay,
It's only 7:20. You got 10 minutes.
someday, I'll have done this. You think I could be perfectionist? Okay. So, inside the packet, if you will flip to page 7. No, that's not even right, jeez.
Can you just talk
Okay.
us through it?
So, on the administrative benefits for Star, it looks like we're gonna need an $11,000 amendment to cover, and I went up, or, I put extra cushion, but really, it's from insurance, and the health savings went up. It was under budgeted, and cost went up more than we had anticipated.
Right.
Administrator general, we are okay. You flip over to administrative salaries, it's fine. Capital developments, you had already done, you did the approval for the van and the SUV. So currently, we are over $7,594. So if we could go to 8,000 there. And then for transportation, this is where we would need $40,000, and that really, the majority of it is from our vehicle maintenance and repair. But with that said, the accidents that we were in, insurance paid for, so that revenue is within our revenue, or the majority of it.
So why do we need an amendment if the money's back?
I know, because they tell me that I have to, excuse me, I have to do it on the bottom line because there's not a revenue and an expense next to each other.
Oh, okay.
So,
So we're really not out that,
no.
or we haven't
Well,
really
I mean,
spent.
we are over in some other areas
Right,
as well,
right.
but at a minimum, 30+
Right.
thousand of it, which you can see if you go back to the revenue,
Right,
is there for vehicle reimbursement.
okay.
So, but we had additional training costs and charter costs.
Yep.
Our fuel is good this year, but,
Not anymore.
yeah.
I was gonna say,
I
well,
know,
We need to
I
be
know.
careful on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Maybe not say that one out loud.
So altogether, I would be asking for 51,000.
51.
The 11,000?
No,
And the- and the
I
eight.
added
Oh, yeah.
59.
Yeah, 59,000.
You're right, because of the
Okay.
8,
I was gonna say,
the
my math is-
extra 1,000.
Yep.
59, right?
59.
40 plus 8 plus 11.
You got the numbers, go for it.
Sure, okay. So I'll make a motion to approve an amendment to Star Transportation, a budget amendment for 59,000 to cover the insurance administration, capital development, and the vehicle maintenance and repair overages.
I'll second that. Roll call, Phyllis?
Ms. Getter?
Yes.
Mr. Billet?
Yes.
Ms. Dembski?
Yes.
Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
Mr. Terry?
Yes.
Thank you for your patience. So, 8F is our assignments. The auditors like us to review our assignments every year. It's money that we set aside or name within our fund balance so that it has a place. This year, I did mention the MDNR, the land, the grant match that would come up so that you could kind of see where we would be at. If you want to keep that, otherwise it would just blend back towards future use and development. Oh, I should add these together for you. I don't know if you have any questions that I can answer.
I'm good.
We don't need, I don't think we don't need a motion on this,
I do, it has to,
Oh,
or I don't know, it needs to be in the records.
Yeah.
For the
Okay, so-
auditor.
Motion to receive the assignment list for 2026,
Yeah, I think that's
2027
Yeah,
would be appropriate.
okay. I'll make a motion to receive the 26-27 assignments for Washington, Bruce Romeo Parks and Recreation, and Star Transportation.
Second. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh. Oh. Roll call, please.
Mr. Billet?
Yes.
Ms. Dembski?
Yes.
Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
Ms. Getter?
Yes.
Mr. Terry?
Yes.
So for updates, yeah, am I doing
Yep.
updates first?
Yep.
Yeah. So updates, One Source, it is out.
Nice.
Their second edition, yeah. We've had several continued compliments on it, and we are getting additional people who would like to advertise
Good.
within it. So
Great.
that is a good thing.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good stuff
Yeah.
from people.
Yeah.
So-
We had a little bit of problems this time with the printing, but overall, I mean, the cost did go up some because we did get a discount from the first. We are meeting next Thursday, the One Source group, to go over everything. But we were a tiny bit delayed. I think it was 2 days. But Karina has been, we found out a lot. Like, she had been actually able to communicate with the commercial big printing company who's doing it, because there's different software or different ways that they need it that makes it much easier. So they worked that out. So we're hoping that all the kinks are out for next time.
Cool.
Can I add something to that? Next week, we're having our Older Adults Advisory Committee in Mount Clemens.
Thursday.
As you know, I'm your representative in all the northern communities, so I'm going to make an recommendation that we include, that they generate for me, a one-page summary of what's going on in the county for seniors, and maybe beyond. And I'd like to ask, and this is not a done deal, this is only that we include that as the last page of our senior newsletter that you put out, very nicely done every 2 months. So in other words, it has about 15 sections in it. And I'd like to recommend that we put the last page as a one-page summary of what's going on in the county for our seniors. And maybe we can do the same thing for the other programs so that people can see what the county has to offer them beyond just their immediate municipality. So,
Yeah, not opposed to it, just want to make sure that we get hours in, because there's a certain number of pages, but
oh,
I'm
okay.
sure.
Well, again, it's just
Yeah.
a proposal.
No,
If it
I
works,
mean,
fine.
more
If it doesn't,
information.
yeah.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Okay, thank you. I'll come back to you with the details.
Nope,
Thank you very much.
Sounds good.
Server?
A server. So we are in need of a new server, which would cover both the Romeo and the Washington. This came as news to me after you had already passed the budget, so I do not have this. It would be something that I will be bringing to you, or
Okay.
brought to
Okay.
you. But if you want, I can bring it. I just thought I would let you know. This is where
It's coming.
it's coming.
So we don't need a motion on that.
No. Well, I mean, we can wait till April
Yeah.
to do it, and
No.
then that way. So it would be this, plus there'll be
And what's the pool thing?
the pool. Oh, yeah, so we had, one of our lap swimmers had an incident, not drowning, but just, for better words, we'll say a seizure type in the pool. And we had both of our staff there, our lifeguard Shelby Pegg and Debbie Kurtzy, who is our Aquafit instructor, helped get him out of the water and called Bruce, and they came and took him to the hospital, and
Everything okay?
everything is going good. His wife said that he's back to how he is.
Back to abnormal.
Yeah, but I mean, so I was at Kroger shopping here, and you get the phone call from your aquatic supervisor. You
Yes.
just never like seeing
No,
the pool
no.
on the
Right.
phone at 7 o'clock at night.
Something's not good.
Right, so I ended up going up there, but it was after the fact, but it was nice because, we got to congratulate it's just nice to know. They were Johnny on
Oh,
the
yeah,
spot.
yeah.
And,
So my question is, has anything ever happened like this before? And have we ever recognized these employees? Because it would be nice as a committee to maybe recognize them.
for them. Well, I wanted to, that's why I
So
wanted to
like
make sure I
maybe
brought
bring
it.
them, ask them to come to the next meeting or
Yeah.
something to that effect, so we can, I don't know, perhaps present them with some type of certification.
They
or
do work
class.
on Thursdays, just so you know.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I'm kidding,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm
can go
sure.
Something
We
to
can go
that
there.
effect.
Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. We go on field trips.
Yeah,
I
there
like
you
the
go.
field trip, that's a good idea.
Well,
And I'll
We
have
could
to
see them
say,
in work.
I just looked up because I was curious. Shelby's only a sophomore.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's a testament to her. Like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And I mean, not that all of our guards
But
are
she's
not
young.
doing, but when it happens, or,
Yeah.
and it has happened. We actually had, one of our instructors, someone actually passed away in our Zumba class, but we had our AED and we used it, but it just was not meant to be, but this was years ago. I'm good now for.
Well, I don't want to
Long,
speak on
long
behalf
time.
of everybody
Yeah,
else,
no,
but for
that's
me,
why-
it would be nice to see a name with a face, and
Yeah.
for them to
Yeah.
get to
No,
know
that's a great
us,
suggestion.
Yeah.
and then make records,
I
Yeah.
have
so.
blank certificate forms I can print
Yeah.
on, so just give me the names, make sure they're spelled right,
Mhm.
and get them to me, and I'll make up certificates for
Yeah.
them, and then you can do whatever you want after that.
I was gonna say, well, like at the beginning of what they do at the school board meetings is they have like a celebrations,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
right at the beginning, so those people who are being recognized,
Yeah,
they can
go.
come, be recognized,
And then
and
go.
be on their merry way.
Right.
But, invite them if they would, because I think that would be great
Yeah, and it
to,
would-
Do we have any miscellaneous funds that we could buy a frame and put the certificates in a frame?
I can.
Okay, that'd be great.
Okay. I'll take care of it.
that would be nice.
That's it, just a frame.
On a related subject,
I did take a frame.
Claire, I want to thank you, your staff. I got involved in something, this is for the benefit of people listening. Since I'm a senior, I've been now to the high school, Pam, you know that, for the culinary program and the subsequent band. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then last night I went to the middle school for the play of Beauty and the Beast, and your staff was there. So I want to commend them all. I was not aware these programs were available to seniors and interacting with our schools, and they're awesome.
They're new.
So I think it's great, so thank you
This
very
is
much.
like it worked out perfect for that play last night. Becky, she just had a chance because I just pastor in the hall today about how that it turned out really good, so.
And I took advantage of the time. I met the principal and some other officials, handed out my card and told them what we were doing with this connection committee. So I'm going to be talking to these people because this committee, as you know, it's citizens of all ages,
Yep.
from young to old. So every bit of communication that we do is going to make this better and better and better. So,
Yeah.
great,
There's
thank you.
another program, sorry, and then I'll stop talking.
Yeah.
But Becky had just started it with the Romeo Middle School principal and the kids. Do you know what age group they were? 6th or 7th grade? They were coming to the
There's
senior center.
7th grade, so they do 6th grade, they like explore, 7th
Really?
grade, they do, like, they kind of learn, and then
Yeah.
7th grade, they go out into the community. They're going out and doing different
Yeah,
things,
that's good.
different groups. Then 8th grade, they do like a capstone type project.
Okay.
That's great.
Is how it culminates. So that's the academy approach based on nonprofits at the middle school
Yeah,
level.
so they came to nutrition when that was happening at
Yeah.
the community center, and it worked out really good. They were,
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
when we had our meeting with the superintendent last week, he seems to be very
Yeah.
encouraged by these programs
Yeah,
too.
that's
So
great.
the school is supportive of,
That's great.
That's the RCS superintendent?
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I met him once at a presentation in Washington.
Yep.
Yeah, I think his name is Todd, is it?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, okay,
Todd Robbins.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Nice man. Okay, great.
Crystal Diamonds.
so Crystal Diamonds is, we've talked about before, is that North Macomb Community Youth Soccer, which is one of our soccer rec clubs in the area, would like to put lights out there. We did get permission from the county because the county owns that property and we have a lease with them. But the lease says that we have to get permission to do any updates. But they have approved us to do that. North Macomb Soccer they have the funds to purchase the materials and have it installed. But I would like to ask the commission prior to that if I could work with Brent to make sure that we have a plan and it's set in stone before they start, or that he's watching the project as it happens, because inevitably, sometime in the future, we would like to maybe continue the lighting further to the fields.
Who's going to manage the project? Is it going to be the soccer league?
It will
that-
be
So someone
under
on
the
there.
guides of, Brent isn't necessarily going to, I think that we should just make sure everything's set, the survey, make sure it's all ready to go. And that he at least is a part of it. So-
Sounds like they're willing to work with you.
Oh, yeah,
So
definitely.
if we approve having Brent work with them, then he would be able to see the plans and
Yeah.
review everything. Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
I have one question for the council. Since they're paying for it, how should we do, should we bid it, or should,
I think there's a couple of questions that need to be answered. You have the county permission is in writing, you've gotten written approval from the county?
Well, I have his email, but
Yeah.
I can get it.
I mean, what does the lease say?
That's exactly what, it says that we just need permission from the county to.
You don't need, from the county executive? I mean, or is it
No,
some?
it doesn't say that, but
It-
when I wrote a letter earlier this year asking for it, it went through the different departments till it got to the facilities, I believe it was.
I think I'd like to see the lease, and I guess are they giving permission for Parks and Rec to put lights up, or are they giving permission to this other entity to put it up? Is there standards and specifications that they've approved with respect to the lighting, which maybe then Brent could make sure that they're adhered to, or do those specifications need to be prepared, with Brent's input, and then they say, yes, we'll do it, and we'll pay for it. And as it relates to the bidding, if they're, it doesn't sound like they're offering to pay for or reimburse the commission for Brent's time and
Right.
effort supervising it, right? So that would be something different. If the commission's not having the contract with the contractor who's actually performing, then I don't think the bidding requirements are applicable.
Right.
But the specs, I think, should be approved.
Right.
Maybe by the county, but certainly by the commission.
Sure. I'll send you the contract
Okay.
and the letter and see what we need to do to move forward.
And then I have a question. Once they're installed, are we responsible for the maintenance of those?
We would be, well,
We would.
because inevitably they would be
Part of the
our
park.
Okay.
So it's not just North Macomb that would use them, like, we could use them for others too, so, yes.
So the parks, the commission already pays for any type of electricity. It doesn't, the county doesn't pay
Right.
for that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Till next time.
Or do you want, are you looking for permission to employ Brent?
I would like to, but I guess we better,
Waiting for the
mhm,
paperwork?
which is fine.
Unfinished business. The Washington agreement. Are you,
My understanding is Claire wants to go into
Closed
closed
session.
session, so
Oh, that's right.
okay,
there would be a need to have a motion
Okay.
to adjourn into closed session to consider a matter exempt from the Open Meetings Act requirement, which is subset 15268, 1D.
are you getting this?
Get that, Phyllis? Said he knew that, right?
I know.
But, which is to consider a lease or purchase of real property.
Have you got all that written
I
down?
got
Wait,
it,
wait.
I got it.
Okay.
Somebody make me a
I'll make a motion to go into closed session to discuss the use agreement with Washington Township under what Dan said.
I got it.
You don't remember it?
I'll second.
All in favor?
I need a roll call for that.
Oh, we need a roll. Okay, roll call.
Excuse me, Mr. Billett,
Yes.
Ms. Dembski,
Yes.
oh, God, excuse me, my throat is getting cold. Ms. Getter,
Yes.
Mr. Matthews,
Yes.
and Mr. Carroll.
Yes.
I would like to stay in this discussion with permission of the commission.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
alternate and
Yep.
I think should be involved, yes. All right, let me talk to our,
Do you want me to shut the door?
Oh,
I don't know.
Get hooked off pretty soon. Already have. Oh, good, all right. I don't wait.
You go golfing, I get in the garage and tear up a car.
Doing it a couple times last week.
Yeah.
We have to call the Washington Bruce Romeo Parks and Rec Star Transportation Commission back into regular session at 8:02. And the next item up is the Romeo Community Schools Agreement update.
So Clara, Bob, and I met last week with them. I mean, they want to continue a happy partnership with Parks and Rec, but obviously have something specific in place. So what they're going to do is they're going to turn it over to their attorney to come up with a lease, kind of guidelines, and then bring that back to us. So we are just, the ball's in their court right now, so we're just waiting for them to see what they come up with.
And he did say beginning of April.
Yes,
So we've at least got somewhat of a timeline.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Anything new, anything might be revolutionary in that, do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Is there an old agreement, an expired agreement?
Yes,
Yeah,
like from 2011 or something.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's really old.
Yeah. But it's not,
I'd still like to see it though.
it would be, yeah, for your purposes, some specifics would be nice because you're listing assets or at least available assets. So, okay.
Claire,
Poor Clara gets asked for everything comes down to Clara. You just have your own meetings, you know that? Yeah, okay, I'll do it.
I feel like I don't do very good here, but
know.
I swear the rest of the time.
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
okay.
I know you
I
do.
actually got a phone call asking us to try to find the original file of a board meeting in 2002.
Oh, my God.
For here?
No, from the township.
Oh, good. I was like, who
Wow.
was
You know, they want a Washington Township meeting from 2002.
it? Oh, wow.
And because of the fire and the damage, we have them all, but they're not in any semblance of order in the boxes they came back in. So
They
we
need
tried,
you,
but we
because you're
couldn't
the
find it.
organizer.
Nah,
Hmm.
I'm too busy trying to corral the guys all the time.
All right, well, next item would be community comments. Nothing community, okay. Commission comments?
May I address the group? So as some of you or all of you may know, I called the first meeting of the Citizen Social Connection Committee for next Thursday, right? Yeah. The 25th at 2 o'clock. So I guess you're all welcome to join us if you like. I proposed an agenda. It's similar to the Roberts Rule of Order, of course. But I just want to give you some highlights. One thing I intend to do is to review the board charges document, especially the duties, so everyone knows what the duties are. The next thing is I'd like to give a background to the members of how we got to this point, to mitigate some of the effects of social isolation and loneliness. Next, we're going to need a secretary to step forward to take the minutes. And then, pardon me?
Good luck with that.
It's okay.
Well, I'm a terrible one, so.
I got Guido in the parking lot, he's going to help me out. So next is I intend to brainstorm for ideas because we have a very nice, well-rounded group. Clara's there, we have Becky, our supervisor, we have Mike Philbrook joining us, we have a lady that was a former physician's assistant, we have a lady that was a retired teacher, and we have a lady that's a caregiver. So we have a spectrum of experts, I hope, that will help us get a good start. Now, while I'm on the subject of experts, I want to share with you what I've done with the county, and it's worked very well. If I feel there's a need for an expert opinion or dossier of information, I'm going to call them in. I know people in various areas, and I think I can get their services for gratis. Okay? So they can come to the meeting, because this committee really is not a simple matter of just organizing a volleyball game. It involves human behavior, some things that are, as a retired engineer, maybe a little bit beyond my scope, but if we don't start down that journey, we'll never get to the destination. So I think this is going to be a very creative group, and we're going to do some creative things. Now, let me share this with you. The reason I want to review the board charge document, I want to make sure we stick to the duties that were intended. If for some reason in the process we feel that we want to go outside those, I'm going to build a case and bring it to you for reapproval. We don't want to do anything that's inconsistent with what the commission expects. So, are there any questions? Okay. Wish us luck.
Where is that meeting?
Sorry?
Here?
Yeah, it's right in this room, 2 o'clock. Yes. Thank you all.
2:15, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
There's a
Yeah,
meeting right before.
that's right. Thank you. Clara, you're awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, thank you very much.
Thank
John?
you.
All set. Thank you.
Sure.
All right. Good.
Pam?
Just lots of fun spring things coming up, so.
Yeah. Friday,
Oh, the Easter egg scramble on
Yeah.
Friday? That, yes.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. and is that Washington?
Washington
New
Township Park,
location.
not
Washington Township Park,
Yeah.
Washington Township
6
Park at
p.m.
6 p.m.
Friday, like not tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, Friday, the 20th,
Tomorrow, yeah.
first day of spring.
Easter's early,
It is, too, isn't it?
So the weekend after is the breakfast with the Easter Bunny,
which is sold out.
but tomorrow is the Easter egg scramble. So my students have been
Oh, busy.
spending hours filling Easter eggs.
Helping the bunny.
For the festivities.
Cool. So for all of you listening, tomorrow, Washington Township Park.
In conjunction with, I just reminded Clara, WBRW will be there tomorrow to film the Easter egg scramble. And we have discussed the fact that we are going to make a much bigger effort to get to Parks and Rec events. I know we missed a lot in the last year or so. Hopefully, once we get Matt's replacement in, it'll be a little easier, but we're gonna try with the 3 that we have to hit as many events as we can. So, we know we slipped on that a bit, so we're gonna step it back up again.
Appreciate that. Michelle?
I am good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I said my piece.
I just like to remind people that we're moving to Washington Township Hall for our next meeting for the upcoming year. Every year we move back and forth. So maybe one of these days we'll just do it at Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So we're going to use their boardroom?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I thank everybody, all the commissioners, commission members. Guys do a good job. And Claire and your staff, great.
Absolutely.
Thank Phyllis for taking care of us.
And this is about my 6-month anniversary of being appointed here, and it's been a great experience. You all are great people, and I'm very proud to be here. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate having you.
Thank you. I may not be right all the time, but I am going to try, you know that. Okay?
Well, I'm not right all the time, but I'm never wrong, so.
Your Holiness.
That being said, I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Right, Donna.
April 7th.
Oh, God.
We will see.